Abortion is the deliberate termination of a human pregnancy, most often performed during the first 28 weeks of pregnancy.
In medicine, an abortion is the premature exit of the products of conception, the fetus, fetal membranes, and placenta, from the uterus.
Abortion did not become legal until 1973 due to the court case of Roe v. Wade. Roe v. Wade is about an unmarried pregnant woman who lived in Texas and wanted to have an abortion, but was denied due to the law in Texas. She then filed a federal lawsuit under the fake name Jane Roe and continued to argue that the law was violating her right to privacy. She won the case with a 7-2 vote. The court came up with dividing up the pregnancy into 3 12-week trimesters because the court saw that allowing the right to an abortion to pregnant women may cause some problems.
In the first trimester, a state cannot regulate abortions, but require that a licensed doctor has to perform it in a safe environment. In the second trimester, a state may regulate, but only if the regulations are related to the woman's health. And in the third and final trimester, a state may not allow an abortion because a potential human life outweighs the woman's rights, but only if the abortion is necessary to save the health or life of the woman, then the state has to allow it. Wyoming is the state with the least amount of abortions. This is because it only has 2 abortion providers in the state. The amount of abortions per 100,000 women in Wyoming is 1.1.
New York is the state with the highest abortion rate. The abortion rate is 34.2 per 100,000 women. This is because, unlike other states, New York doesn't have any major restrictions on abortions that you would find in most other states. In New York, there is no waiting periods, no mandated parental involvement, and no limitations on publicly funded abortions. One of the reasons that New York has the highest amount of abortions is also because they have 225 abortion providers compared to Wyoming, which has only 2 abortion providers.
Catholic point of view, abortion is a sin.
Catholics believe that abortion is wrong and that abortion is killing an innocent life.
Hindus don't approve of abortion. They think that it is not okay because it is thought to violate the religion's non-violence teachings.
Most Islamic think that after 4 months of the pregnancy, which is the point when the fetus is thought to become a living soul, abortion is not permissible. But before 4 months, you can have an abortion, but only if the mother's life is at risk or if it's a cause of rape.
Jews believe that abortion is a means of safeguarding the life and well-being of the mother.
One core principle has guided everything all of you do, that women should be allowed to make their own decisions about their own health. It's a simple principle.
Planned Parenthood is a nonprofit organization that helps men, women, and teens by offering affordable health care. People in their 20s account for 57% of all abortions in the U.S. There are many reasons for this. 21% say that they have inadequate finances. Another 21% say that they are not ready for the responsibility. 16% say that their life would be changed too much.
12% say they have problems with relationships or they are unmarried. 11% say that they are too young and or immature. 8% say that their children are grown and they have all they want. 3% say that the baby has possible health problems. Less than 1% say that the pregnancy was caused by rape or incest. And 4% say other.
I think the main reason is that they're just not ready to have a child and that they want to put their careers ahead of having a child.
The laws of abortion are women have to have some sort of counseling before getting the abortion. Some of the examples of counseling are information about a potential link between breast cancer and abortions, the fetus's ability to feel pain, mental health consequences, and the option of an ultrasound. Women have to get the abortion done by a licensed physician in a hospital.
The states will ban abortion after fetal viability or when the fetus can possibly live outside the womb, but the time varies among the states. Parents must be involved in the abortion if the woman is 18 or younger. The woman has to have an ultrasound so that they can see and hear the baby before getting it aborted. Most states will allow public funding, but only if the federal funds are available. If the mother's life is in danger or if it was rape or incest, then the other states will allow the funds.
And the final law is that some states will allow private insurances to cover the abortions, but only if the mother's life is at risk, and the other states will allow individual health care providers to refuse the abortion.
After an abortion, there are usually some normal side effects. They consist of abdominal pain and cramping, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and spotting and bleeding. It is normal for these side effects to occur for 2 to 4 weeks.
Some other side effects after abortions are severe abdominal and back pain that keep you from standing, bleeding that is heavier than a normal period, a foul-smelling discharge, and a fever above 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
After abortion, some women get very serious side effects. These side effects are heavy persistent bleeding, infection or sepsis, damage to the cervix, scarring of the uterine lining, perforation of the uterus, damage to other organs, and death.
1.21 million abortions happen in the U.S. each year. There are 3,315 abortions each day in the U.S. Worldwide, there are approximately 42 million abortions each year. There are about 115,000 abortions each day worldwide.
16% of abortions happen at 9 weeks, 18% happen at 9 to 10 weeks, 9.6% happen at 11 to 12 weeks, 6.7% happen at 13 to 15 weeks, 3.5% happen at 16 to 20 weeks, and 1.1% happen after 20 weeks.
50% of all women having abortions in the U.S. are younger than 25. Women aged 20 to 24 have 33% of all abortions, teenagers have 17%, and girls under 15 have 1.2%. 66% of all abortions are performed on never married women. Married women account for 18% of all abortions, and divorced women obtain 9.4%. Through this project, we have researched more about the topic of abortion, and it has reaffirmed our beliefs that women should have the choice for an abortion, and it should be up to them to decide.
We think this because ultimately it is the woman that ends up taking care of the child, so therefore it should be the woman's choice. And also if the woman's health is at risk, then it should not be held against her.